Raga PYTON.
Rhythm.
You're most welcome to the Badman session.
Yeah, man.
Introduce yourself to the people.
Raga PYTON is my name. I'm called Mungu ni Bob. West Nile controversy, unfiltered mouth, zero apologies, rough and tough. Still done.
Thank you very much. You're most welcome to Gulu City after many months.
Wow, true.
What have you brought for us from Maraja?
A new tune.
A new tune?
A new tune.
What's the title of that tune?
It's called Adresa, meaning behavior. Behavior, yeah.
But now you see, for you, when people see you,
yeah,
some of them think you have just started singing 3 years ago. There were some people from West Nile, they were telling me that Badman Solo, how comes you gave this man a legendary medal, legendary accolade the other time? Some of them were saying, for you still don't deserve it. You need to sing for like over 25 years.
25 years. They want me to die on the microphone. Actually, if I'm to calculate the musicians in northern Uganda,
yes,
the musicians who can only stand next to me and talk, these kind of things, the DJ Langunas, even Boss me cannot talk. When
Are you sure?
No.
Rasta Boss me,
he cannot talk.
You started singing
he
before
doesn't know my journey. He met me in Hypercom when he came for his second song. Hypercom was there.
Hypercom Studios. The one in Kampala.
So he came when the producer was Isaac Katerega.
Yes.
But we came to Hypercom when the DJ, the producer was a different person.
Okay.
The people who can talk about my music, Weasel, we started the same day.
Which Weasel?
Weasel Manizo. Weasel Manizo.
This Weasel who sang with Radio?
Yes. Him, Palazzo.
You mean Weasel knows Raga PYTON?
He knows. If he doesn't pretend.
Okay.
Yeah. Palazzo. When they were doing a song called, there was a song, Dorini Gwewange, Dorini Nitakuja, Dorini, something like that. They were doing it that very day.
Okay.
I entered to do a track.
So you recorded the track at Hypercom Studios?
Hypercom Studios. And that's when I've done other songs. My first producer was TIMAYA. He did a song
called of Nigeria?
Of Nigeria, DM Records. There's a song called Weekend.
TIMAYA of Nigeria.
TIMAYA of Nigeria. He was doing literature in Makerere and was renting next to those of Kyoto.
You mean TIMAYA was in Uganda?
TIMAYA was in Uganda. Awilo Logoma was in Uganda renting at Juma Saiko's house. A neighbor to us in Makerere.
No, which year was that?
Awilo.
Which year was that when you
you're meaning Awilo?
Yes, when Awilo and
Awilo was here in 1996. 96, Awilo was here.
And you already there?
I was already in the system. I have not started singing. I was a dancer in Royal Squad. If people want to journey, they should not drive and to talk.
You know, I hosted DJ Languna here on the Badman session here.
Yeah.
DJ Languna is from Acholi sub-region. But I'm happy today we have Raga PYTON from West Nile.
Rhythm.
West Nile direct from Maracha.
Straight over.
But now you see what has surprised me. 1996, you already
into the clubs.
Into the creative industry.
The people who caused this to me was Baby Cool.
Baby Cool.
Why? When he was called Baby Rob. Yeah.
Baby Cool was Baby Rob.
Baby Rob. But when he was called Capo, he didn't even have a song, not even an idea.
And I
was already moving with Baby because he was my neighbor.
So Baby Cool now knows you also.
He knows me properly. He knows. I'm a Gagamel soldier.
Then what happened? You are with Baby Cool, you are with Awilo, you are with the TIMAYA.
So many guys. Some of these things, we would only be talking to them when the artists come on around. When you are bringing Blackboard,
then you are really.
And when see him come now, what will Bobby Wine say? That one was ahead of Bobby Wine. What about Butcherman, who was ahead of Bobby Wine? Which Bobby Wine does not even accept. The person who brought Bobby Wine in Firebase was even a Butcherman. And the person who brought Butcherman on the board was Tuluman. The person who told Baby Cool, let's get this boy, Tuluman, was Black Boy. And it was called Firebase, Fire to Back. They don't know those things. These are people who started singing when there were now studios of Fruity Loops. We were on the Jukubokos. We were on a jukebox.
On a jukebox.
If you ask
this one where they put the coin and the music starts playing.
No, that is another version of jukebox.
Yes.
The program for producing music was jukebox, and the computers were Pentium 1. You open like this, you go and take tea, it's still opening. They make the beat.
Yes.
After making the beat, they do consultations on floppy disk. There's that CD which is a corner. My first audio, an empty audio CD was 53,000. Who are these people?
Empty
memory
audio
cards. Empty audio CD.
No.
125 MB.
After the tapes.
After the tapes, we rolled it to floppy. After floppy, we rolled to CDs. After CDs, memory cards came.
So for you started from that?
I started from the CD. On tapes. Yes. Even I performed on tapes. Even here in Peche, I performed on tapes. Here.
You came to Peche Stadium?
2004. I was here. Yes.
Those days when Chameleon used to come.
It was me, yes. DJ Languna, Mark P, Olanya Columbus.
Mark P, that's from Teso.
Yes, we were all here. It was a promotion for MTN. Here. We performed here. Where some actually guy refused me at the gate. I know Raga PYTON. You know Raga PYTON from where? This is the guy. No. That guy is giant and tall.
Was refused that you are not Raga PYTON.
Refused.
Could not believe that that's the Raga PYTON.
I don't know where Rasta Cobra is. Cobra was the one even convincing. This guy, I know him. He's the one.
No, Rasta Cobra, I think, died many years ago.
Unfortunately, maybe. So, the time has been long. When DJ Languna, you can ask Languna.
Languna told me, for him, he went to Kampala in 1989 already. When he was still a young boy.
Languna, we found him there. He was a man of Malua.
So, Languna was a legendary. More than any other artist.
No artist beats him on a stage performance. He's the first Ugandan artist to start doing dancehall and Afro live band sessions in Kampala.
Yes.
He's the first person. They don't compete. When Languna is here, even Bebe Cool cannot sit in here.
But the people who Languna is a pastor, you are saying he was taking what?
That was his old times. He was from Malua and Ngudi, everything.
Hey, I don't know.
We used to play our pool with him. He's even the one who taught me how to play pools. In 98.
1998, you were with DJ Languna.
Yes, I was in senior 1.
You were in senior 1, you were in school again. It means you are escaping from school.
No, during our holidays, okay, we are these people who move.
This
one you are seeing here. I trained him in scouting. In Maracha, I trained him Kiboko. Kiboko now he's a ranked officer here in the 4th division.
Okay.
Here he can say, I can sit down.
But you gave him Chiboko those days.
If I did not cane him, he would not be in 4th division.
Okay. But what of you? You know, everyone can see you and say, Raga PYTON deserves to be in the army. How comes you escaped being in the army? Or you are there?
Those others are my past. When I joined police force,
yes.
Actually, mindset.
You are in the police force too?
Yeah. First batch of cadets.
But now for you, what didn't you do?
2005. Yeah?
What did you do in this world?
I did not do what they did not create. Second thing is I did not smoke up to now in my life.
You see, I was very surprised.
I don't do.
Many people think Raga PYTON smokes ganja.
You ask those of Fire who were there with us in Firebase, they will tell you. I don't know those things.
So you are in Firebase.
I was in Firebase from the beginning.
DJ Languna, you are with those of
DJ Languna. Actually, I was here telling you about DJ Languna.
Yes.
The only people who could sit by then next to DJ Languna, there were guys called Lost Nations. There was another group called DND. There were a group of DJs. Then there was a Shanks VVD Gumaras.
Shanks VVD.
There were the people who were trading those of Bebe Kun. You get it? And then there was another guy, stubborn one called Mento Chrono from Umbale. He's a Mugishu.
Was it the days of the Zigidis?
Zigidi is even young.
Zigidi came later.
Zigidi cannot talk about it because for him he was still in Tanzania. We even did a song with Zigidi by then in hot times.
Before he did his hit of Sunda with the Bobby Wine?
No, it is after
Sunda.
After. Yeah. When he was now at the helm.
But what has prevented you from going international? Or being like Bebe Cool, you have seen them driving big cars, those of Chameleon, you started singing.
Those guys, you have asked a very right question. What has prevented me from crossing their line is one.
Yes.
The setup of our people by then.
Our people, when you say our people, what do you mean?
Northern.
People from the West Nile, actually, Lango Karamoja.
Yes, at first, Ugandan music was operating on Kiswahili. and English. Partly, if you are singing English, you know that you are going for hip hop. That's why Bebe Cool ended up releasing his first song in Swahili.
What of you by that time? You didn't know Kiswahili?
I know Swahili. I did songs in Swahili.
Then why didn't you cross international like
the problem was now when time raced, transition came in. You know, the central people realized there was something in music. For them, they believed in Kadongo Kamu. When Chameleon left Ogopa DJs and came to Uganda, he brought a dance all way. And the Orlandos were also here trying to do some dancehall, which nobody understood. Remember, Kadongo Kamu was overwhelmed in Kampala. If you don't do Kadongo Kamu, you will not even hold
during those days.
2, you have to be old.
You have to be old?
Yeah, you have to be old. 3, if you're an MC, MCs were boxers. MC was a boxer. If you
to be an MC.
To be an MC, you have to control the crowd.
In a show.
Bouncer.
If you're not a bouncer, you cannot hold the microphone.
Manage. Who will give you? Those of Juma Seiko were there.